Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shaheen, and in the last class I taught you steps of research. I covered all the steps of research and explained in detail for paper 1 UGC NET JRF, and today I will teach you communication, what is communication, meaning of communication, and the steps in the process of communication, which are very important for the aspirants of UGC NET JRF. So now what is communication? Let me tell you first. The word communication is derived from the Latin word communicare and communis. Communicare means to share, to transmit, or to impart, and the word communis means common. So communication is the process through which we share our ideas, information, thoughts, feelings, emotions with other people. Understand? So this is communication. So Keith Davis, in his book Human Behavior at Work, gives his definition about communication and says, communication is the transfer of information and understanding from one person to another. Communication is the transfer of information and understanding from one person to another. So जैसे मैं आपको यहाँ पे क्या कर रही हूँ, I teach you here, so it is also a type of communication because I am communicating with you, I am giving you some message, so it's also a type of communication. Understand? So we all are social beings and therefore we are part of a large society. We are dependent on each other for our personal, professional, social, academic, and financial requirements. So, and for all these requirements, we need to communicate with each other. Understand? So, for all these requirements, we need to communicate with each other. कई बार आपके एग्जाम में definition भी आते हैं कि who gave this definition of communication. So I am telling you some of the important definition by philosophers and scholars. According to Kelly, communication is a field of knowledge dealing with the systematic application of symbols to acquire common information regarding an object or event. Kelly says that communication is a field of knowledge dealing with the systematic application of symbols to acquire common information regarding an object or event. Anderson defines communication in different ways. Communication is a dynamic process in which man consciously or unconsciously affects the cognition of another through materials or agencies used in symbolic ways. Understand? Sandberg defines communication in a very different way and in a short way. Communication is the process of sending and receiving messages. It's in very simple language. Sandberg says, communication is the process of sending and receiving messages. Suppose I here teach you, so I am sending you some messages, and when students tell me something, then that is a type of that I also receive some message. So it's a type of sending and receiving messages. Understand? Now the meaning of communication. Communication takes place when a person informs ideas, information, knowledge and feelings to another. ठीक है, कोई भी इंसान जब किसी से कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन, आइडियाज, सजेशन, नॉलेज, फीलिंग्स, थॉट जब शेयर करते हैं दूसरों के साथ, वह कम्युनिकेशन होता है इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज. समझ में आए? So in the process of communication, at least two parties are involved. One party transmits a message and the other party receives. The sender conveys the message to the receiver and the receiver in turn also conveys feedback to the sender. So therefore communication is an informational intercourse through words, signals, signs, symbols that is carried out to bring about mutual understanding. Understand? So this is the meaning of communication. Understand? Now I come to the next topic, the steps in the process of communication. ये भी आपके यूजीसी नेट जेआरएफ के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि क्या क्या प्रोसेस होता है, जो स्टेप्स होते हैं प्रोसेस ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन में, आपको जानना बहुत जरूरी होता है. सो द फर्स्ट स्टेप इज सेंडर. द प्रोसेस ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन बिगिंस विथ सेंडर. Understand, the process starts when an idea occurs in sender's mind, which he or she wants to convey the message to others, to other party with an objective. Understand? So sender, so the process of communication begins with sender. So the process starts with the sender and ends with comprehension of feedback. The sender can be anyone, a speaker, a writer, a teacher, or anyone. For example, I teach you. So I teach you in the class. So I am here sender. Because when I am teaching you, I am giving you some messages, giving you some information. So I am here sender. So the sender initiates the process and communicates the message. Thus is also known as a communicator. So the sender can also be a non-human being, a non-living thing. Understand? Sender is clear. Now the second step is message. Message is in the form of knowledge, ideas, emotion, opinion or information which the sender transmits. अब जो मैसेज होता है वो आपको क्या होता है, वो नॉलेज, आइडियाज, इमोशन, थॉट्स, फीलिंग के रूप में होता है. ये सब आपके क्या है, मैसेज है जो कि सेंडर सेंड करता है. सो द मैसेज कैन बी वर्बल और नॉन वर्बल. आपका जो मैसेज है वो वर्बल और नॉन वर्बल भी हो सकता है. इट कैन बी वर्बल, ओरल और रिटन, और नॉन वर्बल, और नॉन वर्बल विच इज विदाउट यूज ऑफ वर्ड्स. सो द मैसेज should be well organized and structured, which should give some message, some meaning. For example, whatever the teacher teaches in the class becomes a message. So there is no possibility of communication without message. आपका कोई भी चीज मैसेज तभी होगा जब वो आपको कोई सेंस देगा, कोई मीनिंग देगा, कोई मैसेज देगा, इंफॉर्मेशन देगा. अंडरस्टैंड? Now the third step is encoding. What is encoding? Encoding is the process of translating the message into symbols, which can be in the form of words, signs, actions, signals, pictures, or audio visuals. So encoding is the activity of converting the data or information into codes. In simple language, encoding is the activity of converting the data or information into codes. For example, that before teaching in the class, the teacher prepares the topic to teach the students. So he decides the way of teaching, whether through लेक्चर और विजुअल्स. इसे पढ़ाने से पहले क्या है, टीचर किसी भी टॉपिक को प्रिपेयर करते हैं और वो डिसाइड करता है उसे कैसे पढ़ाना है, उसे लेक्चर के थ्रू पढ़ाना है या विजुअल पढ़ाना है, चार्ट डायग्राम्स बनाकर पढ़ाना है. ठीक है. सो दिस इज encoding. Now the fourth step is medium or channel. Medium or channel is the way through which the message is passed. आपका मैसेज जो पास होता है वो मीडियम और चैनल के थ्रू पास होता है. सो इट कनेक्ट्स द सेंडर एंड द रिसीवर. जो मीडियम और चैनल है वो कनेक्ट करता है सेंडर और रिसीवर को. सो देयर इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन चैनल एंड मीडियम. और मीडियम और चैनल के बीच में बट डिफरेंस होता है. क्या है कि चैनल इज द पाथ थ्रू विच द मैसेज पासेस. Channel is the path through which the message passes, whereas medium is the carrier of message. For example, letter is the medium while postal or courier is the channel. तो इसमें क्या है कि जो लेटर होता है वो आपका मीडियम हो गया मैसेज जाने का, लेकिन while पोस्टल और जो कुरियर हो गया वो चैनल हो गया जिसके थ्रू आपको जाता है. So medium plays an important role in the delivery of masses. Understand medium and channel. Now the fifth is receiver. So receiver is the person, a human being or a non-human being or a non-living thing who receives the message. The main function of receiver is to receive the message. decode and understand its intended meaning and convey feedback to the sender. Receiver क्या होता है, जो मैसेज को रिसीव करता है. Suppose I am teaching here, I am sender and you are receiving, means students are receiving, the learners are receiving, so they are receivers in simple language. So for example, students who learn from the teachers, so they are receivers and the teacher is imparting the knowledge, so teacher is here sender. So the process of communication is incomplete without a receiver. तो आपको जो प्रोसेस है कम्युनिकेशन का वो इनकम्प्लीट हो सकता है विदाउट रिसीवर. जैसे कि मैं टीचिंग कर रही हूँ, अगर आप लोग ना हो तो मैं किसे पढ़ाऊंगी. अगर मैं तो अब टेबल और चेयर इसको तो मैं नहीं पढ़ाऊंगी, तो उसके लिए क्या है कि दो पार्टी का होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. तो रिसीवर के बिना क्या है, हमारा कम्युनिकेशन इनकम्प्लीट है और सेंडर का भी उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंस है. नाउ द सिक्स्थ स्टेप इज डिकोडिंग. सो व्हाट इज डिकोडिंग? Decoding means giving meaningful interpretation to the masses. It is the act of translating the course into their ordinary meaning. For example, students listen to the lecture and draw meaning to the communicated words, signs, signals and symbols. जैसे इन कोडिंग में क्या होता था कि वहाँ टीचर पढ़ाने से पहले जैसे कि कोई उसको प्रिपेयर करते थे टॉपिक को और डिसाइड करते थे कि कैसे उन्हें पढ़ाना है, लेक्चर के थ्रू या चार्ट डायग्राम के थ्रू, विजुअल के थ्रू. लेकिन यहाँ क्या है, यहाँ रिसीवर का रोल होता है. रिसीवर जैसे स्टूडेंट, सपोज कि स्टूडेंट लिशन हमारे लेक्चर को लिशन करते हैं और वो क्या करते हैं, वहाँ से मीनिंग को ड्रॉ करते हैं और वहाँ पे दे ड्रॉ मीनिंग ऑफ द कम्युनिकेटेड वर्ड्स ऑफ द टीचर्स एंड दे ड्रॉ द मीनिंग ऑफ द कम्युनिकेटेड वर्ड्स, साइंस, सिग्नल्स एंड सिम्बल्स. वो उसको क्या करते हैं, वह दे give meaningful interpretation to the masses. Understand? So now the last step is feedback. What is feedback? It is very simple. Feedback is an important component of communication. Feedback is an important component of communication. In the case of feedback, the receiver acts as a sender and the sender becomes a receiver. Understand? So feedback can be affirmative as well as negative. So feedback can also be verbal, spoken or written, or non-verbal in the form of sighs, nods, smiles, etc. So in the process of feedback, what happens? The receiver receives the message and he understands the message, interprets the message and gives the feedback, and that feedback can be affirmative as well as negative. Understand? So these are the steps in the process of communication, and before it I taught you the meaning of communication, and in the next class I will teach you objectives, principles of communication and characteristics of communication. Thanks for today. We meet in the next class.